Hey guys, I'm Gamer back here for the video, guys. Today, we'll talk about Madden 20. We'll talk about top 5 budget running backs for Madden 20. Let's get right into it, guys. So starting off right away, I want to say, looking at some of these running backs, I'm going to start off right away with trucking. Now, the reason why I'm starting off with trucking is because how EA is doing it this year is they're really making the silvers and the golds almost unusable because of the fact of how they said in one of the live streams before how a backup player is going to play so much worse than a starting player, and you will tell the difference. That's why, you know, it's going to be a little bit different than in previous years when it comes to having these gems in the game. But especially day one, these gems, you can still find them, you can still rock with them, and you can still play really good with them. And that's why I'm making this video. Starting off right away, we're going to start off with trucking. Now, honestly, I was looking through all these running backs, and you can see right here, the best trucking running back is actually a silver. And honestly, might be one of the best options, especially day one, because he will be very, very cheap. 82 speed is not the greatest in the world, don't get me wrong. But when you start looking at these other running backs, there's no running back with this 88 plus speed. I think the best running back outside of this man right here, who's a silver or gold, is 86 speed. So, and again, we will talk about that guy later in the video. But at this moment, you know, if you're not going to go ahead, if you don't, obviously right away, you're not going to have this theme selector players, so theme builder players. So you're going to have to go ahead and utilize some silvers and golds. This man right here is actually not a bad option for that entirely. I mean, carrying is 68, which is not the greatest, but he is a silver. But his trucking being 65 is definitely going to help you out just a tad bit. Maybe get 1-2 extra yards, especially early on. So, going down the list here, though, you can see another guy I really do like is Tevin Coleman. And again, he does have 85 speed. Now, 85 speed is going to help you out plenty to be able to, you know, maneuver down the field. If you get in the open field with this Tevin Coleman, early on, you pretty much guaranteed going for a touchdown. With how slow everything is on defense, with, you know, being day one, you're going to be able to utilize this and just destroy people just using 85 speed. So, again, 85 speed is not bad. It's actually pretty decent this early on. But nonetheless, though, it's going to be, you know, interesting to see, you know, who ends up getting, what's it called, who ends up, you know, destroying people with speed. But let's go ahead and start talking about some of these players. Now, I'm actually going to go to catching real fast just to take a look at catching. Now, not every single stat is actually on here, so we're not able to go ahead and, you know, see every single stat. So, for example, catching, I do not believe is on here. I know speed is not. And again, this will be updated. They will fix, you know, MUT head more and more as the time goes on, improving everything like that. But for example, let's actually just look in catching traffic, because it does not look like catching's on there. Just kind of looking at some decently good catching halfbacks, and it looks like, based on this, now again, catching's not on here, but not looking, just looking catching traffic, it looks like, again, Callan Ballage is actually one of the best options, which again, for a silver gem beast, this guy could actually be pretty good. 54 catching is not the greatest, so that's definitely not something we want to go look at. And if I'm being honest, how I kind of judge this is I want to look at silvers and golds, because yes, elites will be great, but even an 82 overall elite, which right now at the moment, because we're playing MUT 19, that doesn't seem like, oh, that's not that bad. That's, you know, it could be cheap. That's gonna be so expensive day one, so you have to keep that in mind. Nonetheless, though, let's go down here. I have a list of players we're gonna look at, guys, but 56 catching for Matt Breida. Day one at 79 will be a little bit expensive. 50 catching. This guy might actually get something done, but that speed is just not going to get done. So let's go ahead and break down the players I do have that I want to look at. So we're going to start off with the silvers. We'll go ahead and go on to the golds and cover all that kind of good stuff. So right here we have Muhammad coming in at 84 speed. He's going to go ahead and, again, like I said before, very cheap, budget-like player, but going to give you a lot of good speed with 84 speed. 50 trucking is, you know, not as desirable. 46 catching is not either, but that's still going to help you out being able to get down the field, especially on a lot of solo challenges, which is just going to be ultimate challenges. We're going to be just going ahead and handing the ball off. Maybe you're going to run a pitch play, a toss play, just get to the outside, get like 5, 6, 7 yards. That's all you need. He's going to be able to do the job. 84 speed is going to be able to outrun most defenses early on. So, not a bad option. I'm not saying go online, take this guy online and run him every play. He probably will fumble the ball. Just saying. Nonetheless, though, next guy we have here is going to be White. Coming in at 83 speed, and again, my criteria for this is I wanted to go ahead and get a guy above 80 speed. That's my goal. As long as the guy is above 80 speed and has somewhat of, capable stats to be able to get down the field, that's my goal. Now, with some of these budget running backs like these two silvers I showed right here, again, you're not running these guys right into a whole bunch of defenders, okay? You're getting the pitch play, getting outside, maybe getting 5, 6 yards, and getting down. You're sliding down. You're getting to the ground. That's it. And that's something that, I will be showing you players later in this video that are more or less you're going to be trucking and just running straight into people. These guys are not going to be. We had this in years past with, I believe, what was that guy's name? It was Steelers running back. And you had, you never ran him into people. You just got the outside, got some yards. That's pretty much it. So now getting into the golds, let's go ahead and start off with Hines. Now, Hines comes in at 84 speed. Again, trucking 32, but his carrying is a tad bit better at, let me see exactly what his carrying is. Making sure his, right here, 70. So, again, a lot better compared to, let's say, actually, not a lot better, but better than 66 and better than 60. So, a little bit better overall, carrying-wise. His price will be a little bit higher than the silvers. And that's why I really wanted to focus on these silvers and really show the silvers, because silvers will be your best bet day one. If you're not spending money, you don't have much coins, going to be your best bet to go ahead and utilize. But nonetheless, though, it's still a good option to have, a decently good carrying running back. If you're going to spend some coins, go ahead and do so, because rookie premier cards, if you guys did not see, what's his name? If you did the running back, Josh Jackson, make sure I say this guy's name right. But if you do him, he has 76 speed. So it's not the best. Definitely not, someone you want to go ahead and bank your whole entire team on. And right now, this is still finicky, it looks like. Yeah, this is still finicky. Alright, so I'm gonna let's see. Let me go to Oakland Raiders and see if I can find him, because I saw him earlier. He's, again, speed-wise. Okay, so it looks like, yeah, EA, right? Oh, not EA, but my head is completely broken right now. Am I going to be able to? Unable to find the page. Okay, let me go ahead and refresh this real fast. Maybe we can see this guy, because, again, he has 76 speed. He's not the greatest in the world. Okay, so my head's dead. Anyway, though, he's not the greatest in the world, but he's going to be able to, if you're going to utilize the rookie premier running back, get you somewhat of yards. But, again, 84 speed is what I'm going to go ahead and talk about when it comes to guy. Next guy we have here has been Corey Grant. Every year it seems like Corey Grant is just a budget beast. No matter what game you get, no matter what, whatever you get, the man's a budget beast. Okay? And it looks like this year he'll be the same exact thing. 87 speed, day one. This card will be going for probably 10,000 coins because of the speed. But this card is absolutely beautiful. Definitely a monster. 46 chucking can, not really do much. 50 catching, with how running backs are, not the greatest, but still not the worst. You could do worse than that. And of course, he does have some very good spin move. 67, juke move, 67, or 69, and 69 carrying. Again, you're not running him into people. You're not slamming him into people. But you're going to be able to get down the field, be able to maneuver, get that 5, 6, 7, 8 extra yards you need, get done ultimate challenges, get some of these missions done. That is why you get Corey Coleman every single year. Not Corey Coleman, Corey Grant. Corey Coleman's the old Browns guy. But nonetheless, Corey Grant every single year. This man is always a budget beast. I can't speak enough on him. Matt Breida is the next guy I talked about, and then I think we talked about him earlier in the video because of his trucking being 62. But 85 speed, not bad. 56 catching, definitely nice. 77 carrying is actually a really, really good option here. This guy, you can actually run into people. You can actually slam into people. You're not going to be able to truck them that well at 62, but you're going to be able to actually get down the field. Maybe get one extra 2 1 yard, 2 extra yards just by going ahead and just running straight up the middle. He's most likely not going to fumble the ball for whatever situation you put him in. He will, obviously, if he's going against the elite defender, but still nonetheless, very good option. Finally, we're going to finish this off with Tevin Coleman, 85 speed. Very nice option. Tell me down below, guys, your thoughts and opinions. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Which of these players are you personally going with if you had the option day one? And obviously, we all want to go with the elite options, but just not very plausible. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.